Hi there, and welcome to the ATS podcast with me, Bob Brown, and John Soulsby, where we break down chunks of health and fitness information into bite-sized pieces, remove a bunch of the noise, and just leave what's relevant. Today we are on episode 23 of season 3, and we're
Yeah.
talking about the fascial system and its influence on movement. Oh, it feels like we're back in 2010 again,
What, being supple leopards?
being supple leopards. Yeah. a book a book based entirely on a false premise, which is entirely amazing. Of well, leopards don't warm up, and it's like, well, literally watch any nature documentary, and when they awake from being asleep, they stretch.
Yeah.
Like, look at your dog and your cat;
Yeah.
they stretch a lot. But yes, the sports performance actually. A tangent that's way more interesting and funny than talking about fascial and movement, given that it's probably going to be like fairly uncommittal and non, because essentially it fucking doesn't have much to do with it at all. Um, unless you get into big fictional patterns and Naudi Eugener or whatever his name is. Was
Yes.
watching something the other day that speculated that by 2032, what are we? 24. So the next Olympics
Mhm.
will be 28. So yeah, 2032. People are speculating that the fastest 100-meter time will be done by somebody on hands and feet, not just feet. So you could see Usain Bolt's record cracked by somebody running on all fours.
Ta- Talking of Olympic records, I saw something yesterday. So Michael Phelps, all around genetic freak and swimming god.
Yeah.
Apparently, he has no individual records left.
Oh, have they just all been broken?
Yep.
That's mental. And
I
that
haven't
was, I'm
fact
pretty
checked
sure he
yet.
was, I can't remember which. I feel like some of his records overlapped when they had those like, I mean it was even playing field because everyone had them, but like those like shark skin suits or whatever they were called, mind the things that got banned because like everyone was
Yeah.
wearing them and they were like,
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
actually, these are ridiculous. So back in trunks you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody was talking about the breakdown of how ground contact time is one of the limiting factors at the top end of human speed because you're only imparting force on the ground when you're in contact with it, and as bipedal upright gibbons, we only have so much ground contact time. So one of the ways that a lot of animals run faster than us is just by having more legs.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
interesting out of the box solution to how to go faster, just to have more legs. Which does kind of make sense when you reverse engineer the whole like stride length, stride frequency thing for going faster. But yeah,
100%.
having essentially people were like, as the technical improvements kind of pile up with regards to training and people trying it, people who are running the 100 meters on hands and feet are getting significant time improvements, and it's getting really low really quickly, which
That's
I'm excited to see. I really
right.
hope some absolute wild card rocks up to the 100 meters and just runs it on his hands and feet, whilst everyone else is upright and smokes everyone. I think that will be one of the weirdest moments in sports. If they make it its own fucking event, then that's gonna be boring.
Yeah. Which they might do. It might have to be. You have to be on your feet.
Oh man, that's so sad.
Um.
I was,
So
I
yeah,
just.
on the World Aquatics website, which I'm assuming is their like actual
Mhm.
thing. He has no individual records left. He's got like he's in teams that have like the like relay
The relay stuff. Yeah.
records. Um, but
Damn.
yeah, nothing individual. So it is talking of like sport developing. It is like wild that someone as prolific as Michael Phelps, like I saw quickly, he set like 37 world records in his career
Yeah.
and was just like so dominant. Has none left. And he stopped competing like what 8 years ago or something like that. I'm
So
pretty
it's
sure he's
also
in um, the Rio Games. I can't remember though.
London.
He's definitely at London.
The kids. That's why it's important to go for the win, not the records, because other people can take your records eventually, but they can't take wins off you until they invent time travel. So
Yeah, he retired in 2016.
Oh right.
So it's not even been. It's been 8 years since he retired two Olympics. So yeah, it's been after the last after Rio.
Yeah, because the other Olympics was delayed, right? Tokyo.
Yeah. But yeah, like literally not even gone a decade. Probably one of the greatest Olympians of all time. All world records gone. Bye.
Yeah. Can't take those medals away though.
Mad. Oh yeah.
But yeah, it is mad. People are getting real good real fast. Like talent identification is becoming much better. Training methods always refine. The fascial system and its influence on movement. Not a massive amount. Like I think it was genuinely overstated from a whole bunch of studies done on mice, where like the fascia is a kind of collagen-y tissue sleeve that encases like various muscles and stuff throughout the body and kind of connects various parts. Um, the implication that it can get so ratchet tight that it restricts movement is a bit unfounded. I think I don't think it can get as I very rarely think it would be the sole causer of limitations or problems.
Yeah.
I think it will almost certainly come down to a what would you call it, like a synergistic muscular weakness, which is usually where most people's like mobility issues stem from. It's not because they are tight, it's because the thing they need to put them in a certain position is too weak to do it at a certain capacity.
Yeah.
Like if you are like, oh, I can't, like I struggle to get into a deep squat position. Classic cleanups are like a heel lift, so you gain a bit more ankle range. If that doesn't immediately turn you into like a Chinese weightlifting squat, holding an anterior load, like holding something out in front of you because you can't quite maintain the balance in the deep position, which is usually just because your posterior chain is hella weak and you can't like maintain an upright position at the same time as a deep hip flexion.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, fascial system influence on movements minimal, overrated. Nobody's a leopard. Everyone's a chimp. See you in the next one.
Yeah.